Driving down the road that I grew up on once again. It's when I pass your door, the memories come back again. Pictures of us flooding back just like a wave. Makes me wonder what happened, what you're up to today. Remember when we stole your mother's car?
Welcome back to the beautiful country of Wales. Oh, feels good to be back. So this morning I've come just west of Abergavenny for two reasons. So firstly, I've never been here before and it looks amazing. And secondly, I've got a screen monitor. So like a 5.5, 6-inch screen monitor that I want to try out. I do have some difficulty seeing the image that I've got in my head on the back of the camera, whether that's through the viewfinder or through the screen on the back. So I've bought this screen which fits in the HDMI port, but I don't know whether it's going to be practical or not, or whether I can be, well, to be honest, to be asked to get it out every time I want to take a shot. So yeah, I'm going to review it today and see whether it's worth the wait, worth the faff, and we'll see. All right. Wow, this place is absolutely incredible. It's quite some time since I was in such a rugged landscape. It's awe-inspiring, and it's exactly the kind of place that I'd love to come. So no preformed ideas. Stunning location, lots of different layers, which you know I love, and obviously the sun is shining today, which is great. There are supposed to be caves, and obviously you can see the escarpments. There'll be trees and all sorts of stuff. I'm excited, can you tell? Perfect spot to get the drone in the air, fly along the escarpment, see if I can see anything. And also all these undulations in the ground, I bet they look great from the sky.
Driving down the road that I grew up on once again. It's when I pass your door, the memories come back again. Pictures of us flooding back just like a wave. Makes me wonder what happened, what you're up to today. Remember when we stole your mother's car, we drove for days. Teenagers with too many feelings and rage. We were higher than the ceiling, middle fingers to the sky. I remember thinking if I only could stop the time. Way back when, we didn't care what they said. People could stare, I didn't give a damn, 'cause I was being next to you. Way back when, we didn't care what they said. People could stare, I didn't give a damn, 'cause all I needed was my friend. Way back when, way back when, way back when. Remember when my father taught us how to play guitar, and we started up a band in my garage. We thought our dream would take us so far, but after a week or so it all just fell apart. But we were higher than the ceiling, middle fingers to sky. I remember thinking if I only could stop the time right now. Way back when we didn't care what they said. People could stare, I didn't give a damn, 'cause I was being next to you. Way back when we didn't care what they said. People could stare, I didn't give a damn, 'cause all I needed was my friend. Way back when, way back when we were higher than the ceiling, middle fingers to the sky. Way back when, way back when.
I spotted those mounds quite some way back, and from the drone as well, and they're quite impressive. What I've been struggling with is how to get them into some kind of image. So there's this valleyway here full of rocks leading up to them, but I don't know, it looks just a bit crass really. And then we've got a load of trees over here which could add foreground interest, and in fact that's probably what I'll use. So this one on the left, no, not a lot of it because it's quite an ugly tree, but if you stand somewhere like this, there's a tree way off in the background clinging to the cliff face. You just clip the edge of that bush there, and then you've got the three peaks, whatever they are, with some fairly decent clouds in the background. So I'm going to get the camera, I'm going to attach the screen to it. I'll video me doing it so you can see if it's a faff or whether you think it's worth it or not. So this is the screen, and I think this one is about 5.5 inches, something like that. So it's just so much bigger than the back of your camera, and especially through your viewfinder. It comes with its own sunshade, which is velcroed on, so it's fairly easy to put on. And then it connects up with an HDMI lead. So there's one in the back. There's one on the camera. It comes with AV leads as well if you haven't got a HDMI port on your camera. And then it fits in the hot shoe on the top if that's what you want, or you can hold it in your hand. I was just thinking to myself, I'm glad I'm doing this when there's no one around and there's two people coming now. So that's the setup. I mean, probably took, I don't know, by the time I took it out of my bag, 3 minutes, something like that. And this is the view that you get. So obviously the shade is blocking the sun, which if you look on the back of the camera, that's all you've got is glare and a really dark screen. So you've got that, which really helps, and it shows you what your camera can see. And obviously if you've got your spirit level on there, it shows you it. But what it also does is just takes that view from your mind's eye and puts it on a screen. Now if you look at that screen there, what I had in my head was this tree, and then there's 3 mounds in the background, but look at all this grass here. It's just boring. Sorry, and you wait. Now, wouldn't you just know it, as luck would have it, 2 people came up behind me and now they're filling the green space. So I tried to get it so their heads weren't in the sky, which I just had to take a quick shot while I was moving out of the way. So you've got to admit that is better than that. It just gets rid of that blank space. So people certainly add to it. So I think that definitely helped. Was it a faff getting it out of the bag and putting it on and then taking it off and putting it away again? Well, I guess you could say that about a tripod. Is it worth the faff? Because that takes you just about as long. And when you get home, it typically is always worth it to put your camera on a tripod. I don't think I use that screen if I was doing street photography or something like that. But yeah, no, I definitely think it's worth it. The views and the scenery around here is absolutely incredible. I can't believe it's so quiet. It's one of those places where you don't even really care if you get your camera out at all. It's just glorious. Wow.
Forever, so I can hold you in my arms. I will carry you on my shoulders as long as I'm able. Scare the monsters under your bed. Deep and abiding, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you. You will grow up in the blink of an eye and move out and be on your own. But no matter what comes your way, I will stay right here beside you to catch you if you fall. And deep and abiding.
The scenery is just amazing. One of the reasons I came here today was I knew there were caves, and I'm not wearing this mask because I'm socially distancing. It's because someone took a poo near the top of the cave entrance and it stinks. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bat up there.
for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
Oh God. Wow. Landscape photography come cave exploring. That's incredible. And to stand so close to a bat as well. Wow. What a place. So this path going uphill is sketchy to say the least, and you want to know the reason I'm sat down? It's not because I'm tired, it's because this tree grabbed on the top of my tripod and yanked it backwards, and therefore yanked me backwards as well, so I just had to disrobe and disentangle myself. Oh my god, that was some adventure. Somehow I came off the main path and I thought I was on another path, but then every now and again I wasn't sure whether it was a sheep trail. Some of the path had to go under trees which are about 2 feet high. I had to take my backpack off and crawl underneath, and I thought, do I go back because it's fairly steep, or do I carry on? And I thought, I made a decision to press on, and I found a sign. So if there's a sign, that means there are humans around here. Anyway, don't come this way. Oh, that was scary, but it's worth it. So I found this composition where I think it's, I'm pretty sure it's sugarloafs in the background. We've got all this foreground interest in the front. I'm using the 24-70 because I don't want to have this bit huge and that bit small. So I fitted the screen to the camera again. And as it's up high, I didn't want to have the screen on the top, so I've just held it in my hand. So we've got some really nice layered clouds, and then the rocks in the foreground here. So I'm going to take one shot with the rocks in focus and then one shot with sugarloaf in the back, and make sure I've got enough on the histogram to cover the clouds in the sky. And I think this screen's great.
Deep and abiding, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
So precariously perched on a load of boulders that have probably fell off there. That's probably fallen off there, so I'm keeping a tight hold of my tripod just in case. And just about 20 yards from where I was, I saw a really nice gnarly old tree and all of these rocks in the foreground. So we got the tree on the right hand side and sugarloaf in the back, and then the rocks in the foreground. And for this one I did need a wide angle lens because it's the only way I could fit it all in. So. Cool.
Liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
So I took a detour to see what's called Dark Pool, I think, on the map, and as you can see, it's more like dried up black ditch. Oh dear. I bet when this is full of water though, it's really pretty, but today it's full of stuff, black stuff. Certainly no photographs to be had. Right, I'm absolutely shattered today. I think by the time I get back to the car it'll be 6 or 7 miles. So, something a bit different today, somewhere I've never been to. Introduce you to that new screen which I actually like and will carry around in my backpack. I think today I ditched my 70-200 and stuck that in the space. And I haven't missed the 70-200 lens, so, and it certainly weighs a lot less. So no, I recommend one of those. It's probably about the 100 note mark, something like that. I'll put a link to the one I've got, an Amazon link. Not that I have any affiliates or anything like that, but I'll put the link there. So it's been a great adventure as well. So caving and bats and all sorts of stuff. So totally enjoyed it, and I hope you have. Anyway, I'll see you next time.